Okay, hi guys. I am going to talk today about this controversy regarding would you prefer a man or a bear in the cave if you got locked in? Um, and of course, we know that most women on that little video that we saw said bear, right? I think there was like 7 women that said bear, one said man, something like that. And anyway, it's caused this like huge controversy, and everybody's talking about it. And what I've seen is the men are watching this and they're shocked and they're like, "How in the world are women saying bear? Are they stupid? Bears eat you. Like a man will at least like protect you and like be in there with you for companionship." I don't know what they're saying. There's stuff like that, right? Um, but they're shocked and they think this is ridiculous. And the energy behind it I'm seeing is they're angry. They're angry. How in the world? I can't believe you would choose a bear. Like they are shocked that women are saying bear. Um, and so that is what I'm seeing. A lot of them are angry. Um, so for me, the shocking thing for me is that they're shocked. So of course women are saying bear. Like, of course they are. Like for me, yeah, of course they're gonna go with bear. Like if you ask any woman, not of course not every woman. I'm not speaking for every single woman, but I would say like 95% is gonna go with a bear. And so I think men maybe are like just waking up to this reality of like, what is going on that all these women would go with a bear over men? That's appalling. Something must be wrong with them. They're so stupid. Like, but why are they saying that, gentlemen? Like, rise and shine. All men are not that great, as as you can see by women's reactions to this subject or to this question. Um, a lot of the women that I know, if not all of them, have been subjected to some form of psychological abuse, bodily abuse, raping, what have you, at the hands of someone they trusted, husbands, boyfriends, dads, teachers, uncles, guys at parties, um, throughout their life. Not one occasion, not 2 occasions, like multiple occasions. This is a normal thing in a woman's life. How are men not understanding this concept? Now, if there's a guy out there that's watching this is a good guy, good for you, but it's also time for you to wake up and realize why women are saying this. When you act shocked that women are saying bear, it shows you don't understand the life of a woman, like what we actually go through. A lot of men out there are bad. Have you never watched like serial killer shows? Like there's a lot of, or I mean, this is really going on out there. There's a lot of really, really bad people in general, including women. But for us, on a daily basis, we are watching the men to see, like, we're constantly in the supermarket, in the gym, over here, over there, at the pool. We're constantly watching out for what's going on with men. Why? Because experience has shown us and told us that if we don't do that, if we're naive, we're going to get hurt, which is probably what has happened to most of these women. So I am just, for me, I guess I'm shocked that the men are shocked. And I think it's a good thing that they had this video because it seems like the men aren't getting this. Like they really aren't understanding that this is what a woman's life is. We are genuinely scared of men. And so, what I would say to this, guys, if you're shocked and appalled and outraged and think women are so dumb that we would choose to be eaten by a bear over the chances of being with a man, like maybe this is a good thing for you to like realize what women go through. You haven't lived the life of a woman, clearly. If like the more shocked you are, the more out of touch you are, because this is like a basic thing. This is the last thing I would think would be shocking. So if you want to be the good guy, like if you want to live in a world where patriarchy is correct, and it is, I'm Orthodox. I'm 100% for men leading, providing, protecting. But gentlemen, you can't just stake your flag in the ground and be like, I'm a man, you must respect me and follow me and be led by me. Like, you have to earn it and show that you're that guy, because what we've learned is that most men that we have come across, not all women have had this experience, but a lot of us have had this experience, that girls have had to become independent, right? Because men have not been providers, or they could actually be the ones that are squandering the money. Men have been drinking, men have been smoking pot, not taking care of responsibilities, certainly not leading spiritually a lot of the times. Protecting, a lot of the times those guys are the ones that are the scary ones. So not protecting. Clearly, the fact that when you hear that a woman would rather have a bear and you're shocked, you're not being a good protector, because you don't understand what we actually go through, like what we're actually scared of. Does that make sense? So your shock and outrage kind of makes it weird, because you're like, I'm going to be your protector, but you don't even know the danger we face. Like you don't really get what our life is like. So I just find it wild, like that this is such a controversial topic and that men are so outraged by this response. So again, I'm not saying that it's not the way it should be that we would choose a man. I wish we lived in a world that would be the case, where I'd be like, man, that would be great to have a companion. And of course, a bear would eat me. I'd prefer to take my chances with a man. Nope, that's not the world we live in at all. So I'm sorry that that's not the world. I would love it to be. Obviously, I mentioned I'm Orthodox. I'm for the patriarchy. I'm anti-feminism. I'm all those things. I know all of that. But we can't go too far to the extreme to completely forego women's experiences. It is very, very, very scary for us out there. We can do things to try to protect ourselves, and we do, like maybe become independent. Because if we're not independent and we rely, let's say a lot of us have made the mistake of relying on a man too much, and then they completely abandon us or sleep around or humiliate us or what have you, mean psychological abuse, whatever. Like the reason we're independent isn't because we want to be, it's because it was out of necessity. So I hear a lot of, well, these feminists think that they, if they would just, relax and let a man lead. Well, we would love to. So please be that guy and let us relax. We're like lined up waiting for that to happen. So, and I do know that there are good guys out there that are trying. I know that there are guys that are wonderful husbands, that are wonderful fathers, that are very protective, right? But this information shouldn't shock them, because they would understand that other men are not like that, right? So if you're shocked, that should be your wake-up call to maybe change something. So that's all I got. Have a good one.